What if the US government shutdown wasn't really a problem, but just a set-off? The last thing that sets off the biggest shift of wealth in modern times. The US government has stopped working as of midnight Eastern Standard Time this morning, October 1st, 2025. Something else is going on behind the scenes while Wall Street is in the dark and the news hosts argue about the political stalemate. A huge, quiet flow of capital is already happening. Investors are selling off standard US based assets at an amazing rate, and they're not doing it out of fear. They're doing it on purpose. Also, where does all that cash go? Gold, which is the oldest known way to keep value, is getting a lot of it. As is cryptocurrency, which is the unstoppable force of gold. There is a rise in Bitcoin, XRP, and many other cryptocurrencies that feels different. Not because of hype, but because people have lost faith in the old order. This isn't just another change in the market. It marks the start of a big change. Before we get into the major events happening this month, I want to tell you something that I've been working on for over 10 years. The XRP Millionaire Blueprint is the name of it. This isn't just another PDF guide. It's a step-by-step system that comes from more than 10 years of in-depth study and real-life investment experience. This guide is meant to teach you how to find the next huge market opportunities before everyone else does. The difference between those who are informed and those who are hopeful is their knowledge of the patterns, the hidden drivers, and the market psychology. Want to know what's going to happen before it does? The link is in the text below. Let's talk about the timetable. October isn't just any month in the crypto world, it's a story. People have been calling it October for a long time, and they're right. It's the start of the fourth quarter, which is always the most exciting time of the year because unimaginable amounts of money flood into the digital asset area. One trend that seems to happen every 4 years is that things seem to repeat in a strange way. It was in 2013. It was in 2017. From 2021 to 2025, we've been to the same brink and seen the same thing. It's not just that history repeats itself, it rhymes. As I write this, a song talks about prices going up at a rate that has never been seen before. The things we're seeing today aren't strange. It's the start of a bull run that has happened before and at the right time in the cycle. Why does this time feel so strong? The background has never been more intense. There's more to the government shutdown than just news stories. Every investor should be very worried about the fact that the people in charge of the world's main currency can't agree on what the future of the economy will be. When people can't even agree on a budget, that level of chaos makes you question the very foundations of the things you own. It's clear that the system is broken, so why would you keep all your money tied to it? Smart money is leaving US stocks in the dollar because of this question. They're taking a risk. They are looking for safety in assets that can't be printed over and over or manipulated publicly. This is why cryptocurrencies and assets like XRP that can be used in the real world are so appealing right now. It's changing from a risky bet to a necessary way to protect your money. Let's look at what we can see on the ground. Just today, XRP has gone up another 4%, putting it closer to the important $3 mark. It is now sitting at a comfortable $2.94. But the price isn't even close to the whole story. There is a real secret in the book. A huge $656 billion worth of XRP has changed hands in the last 24 hours alone. That's a 37% rise from yesterday to today. What does that mean? This isn't idle shopping, that's clear. This is a big buildup. Yes, this is belief. Under the surface, the 7-day chart may look like it's going sideways, but a strong spring is actually being wound up. We're still holding very strong, up over 400% on the year, even though the market is very unstable. This isn't a coincidence. The market is setting itself up for the next big move, which will be very powerful. Bitcoin is the market winner, so we need to look at it to see where we're going. Its performance in the fourth quarter has historically set the tone for the whole crypto business. It's hard to believe the numbers. Bitcoin gave a 468% gain in the fourth quarter of 2013, a gain of 2.26% in 2017. We saw gains of almost 170% and 57% in 2020 and 2023. which are more recent years. Bitcoin will go up in the fourth quarter of 2025. The question is no longer if it will go up, but how much. Will it be a weak 50% or a strong 100%? Or, now that we have an enormous amount of institutional support, could this be the cycle that makes it 200% or more? If things go as planned, Bitcoin could go over $200,000 and maybe even reach $250,000 before the end of the year. In times like these, Bitcoin moves in a way that pulls the market upward, with high utility assets like XRP often doing better than Bitcoin. We need to pay close attention to XRP right now because this month could be one of the most important in its history. In the next few weeks, two huge events that could change the world will happen at the same time. In the beginning, the spot XRPETF calls. From October 18th, the SEC has to give its final decision on a wave of these applications, not little firms that no one knows about. We're talking about big names on Wall Street. There are 21 shares: Grayscale, Bitwise, Franklin Templeton, and WisdomTree. These people are in charge of institutional capital worth trillions of dollars, and they are lining up to beg for permission to give XRP to their very wealthy clients. Grayscale's entry is the first one, and it's due on October 18th. All of the others come right after. If it were approved, XRP would get a flood of cash like we've never seen before. There is a second, even more important change happening at the same time as the wave of ETFs. The 120-day window for making a decision on Ripple's application for a national bank charter ends this month in October. Take that in. Ripple, the company that makes XRP, might be allowed to work as a nationally chartered bank in the US. It's not enough to just play in the current banking system. It's about fully merging with it at the deepest level. This would give Ripple power that has never been seen before, boost its plans for a safe coin, and give its operations legitimacy in a way that no other crypto project has ever been able to do. How powerful would it be for a tech company that builds payment rails to also have all the licenses it needs to be a bank? It's a hunter. It's almost too good of time. A major legal approval from the SEC and a major structural approval from the banking authorities, possibly not more than a few weeks apart. What does it mean for the price that this perfect storm is coming together? Some experts are now talking about goals that would have seemed impossible a year ago.